Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Otaku Fangirl, here to review episode 10 of Musaigen no Phantom World. Since there was no episode of nor 9 today, no new episodes, it was supposed to be a recap episode, I'll still check it out to see if anything interesting happened. If it did, I'll review it. But as for now, let's talk about Musaigen no Phantom World. So, episode 10 of Musaigen no Phantom World, as I like to call it, the Ruru episode. So, Ruru, the little fairy girl, she wanted to be human-sized. So what does she do? She finds a witch, a phantom witch, which had a really cool design to her, and I was like, dang, look at that cool design, I really like it. And makes me wonder, is there like, more human phantoms out there in this world? I don't know. But anyway, so the witch grants her her wish of wanting to be human-sized, and she changes into, well, a human, and she can't fly, as she could in her little fairy-ish form, whatever you want to call it. So she ends up going to school where Haruhiko goes and everybody else, and she goes under the alias of Natsuno Ramune. Why Ramune? Because she wanted to drink a full bottle of Ramune at a festival, and she wanted to also go to a festival, which is another thing that happens in this episode. We go to a festival. A festival, a Japanese festival where the fireworks and the candied apples and the Ramune and the cotton candy, you know those. The ones that are usually used for romantic interest to go and do stuff, but, So, they go, and they're all dressed in their pretty yukatas, and also Ruru is very popular at that school, as being a transfer student with a very sad backstory. As she talked to everybody, she was like, my parents died before I was born, and I'm like, but then you wouldn't exist. But then she's like, oh yeah, it was a half a year after I was born, they died, and I was going around trying to live my life with whatever means necessary, and then I met my long-lost grandma and grandpa, and I was just like, such a typical transfer student story in a way. Oh goodness. Anyway, so then when they go to the festival finally, and the girls in their pretty yukatas, and the way her hair was styled was very like, she looked more mature, I guess, in a way, and I was like, okay. But anyway, so they go, and they have fun times at the festival, pretty much, and Haruhiko and Ruru have some bonding time, and to get their relationship kind of, moving along a little bit more, as Ruru has usually just been a side character who's for comedic relief, but in this episode she got more to her and stuff like that. And so, it all boiled down to where the Phantom Witch found a firework phantom that wanted to, like, go off with a big bang or a big explosion. And so they had to end up fighting a giant firework. And Haruhiko gets captured by it, per se, and Ruru has to go back into her fairy form so she can get the pendant off, which is also how she got big. She has a pendant that, does the thing, the witch thing, whatever. So she goes up there, flies up there, and, talks to the firework and says, let's do this in a different place. And they make it, like, super sad, like you're supposed to think that Ruru dies from this explosion. And I almost cried. I was like, oh man, poor Ruru, and Haruhiko was all torn up about it, and I was almost torn up about it, but then I'm like, wait a second, she can't be dead. And then turns out she wasn't, and wow, cool with that. I mean, not really cool, but how great that would have been for an emotional pact where Ruru actually died. If this was not Kyoto Animation, where their cute girls have to do cute things, I'm sure Ruru would have died for real, which would have been kind of cool, but also really sad. But yeah, so that was this episode, Ruru's episode. It was great, and I liked it, and I'm ready for the next episode, and see how this series plans to end itself, since there's maybe 2 more episodes, maybe 3, if it's going to be a 13-episode series or 12-episode series, I don't know yet. But I will see you guys in my next review, okay? I'll see you then. Bye.